PinkPantheress, I don't know. She's very attractive to me. But again, I just have a different taste in women. Number one, I'm always more drawn to girls who are not wearing a bunch of makeup, like the full face beat, the birthday makeup thing. Like I'm not into that. And like Habesha girls, I know she's not. I don't know if Kenyan is qualifies as Habesha, but she looks to me like East African, which Kenya is in East Africa. So I'm drawn to that too. So to me, she's just very attractive. But girls like this, like all of her songs are about significant other, heartbreak, stuff like that. Girls like this, you can't get involved with girls like this, like because she's too damaged already. Like she's already had massive heartbreak. Like she's already tied to dude or the chick she's singing about. Like you don't even. I mean, trust me from experience, brothers. Like she's already too damaged. She says it in one of her songs, "Capable of Love." She says, "I don't even know if I'm capable of love after fucking with this person that she's been singing about." She says it herself. She's already tied to dude or the chick. So if you try to come after, like, bro, it's not going to be fair to you. If you trying to come after this person who has affected her so much that she's making a whole album about them, she's singing about them, she's been singing about them, like she is so just completely engulfed by them, bro. Don't step into that, bro. Like, don't get involved romantically. Like, if you're gonna like fucking be and go on, just fucking go on. Like, don't. Like she says it herself. She is too damaged by this person to even go forward with this. Top5rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. Today, PinkPantheress, Heaven Knows album reaction. So I know we're Top 5 Rap website, but this is not rap. This is PinkPantheress. She is a, how do I describe her? I'll just say alternative music. Before I go into this, I know what my chat's gonna ask me already. Would you crack? The answer is yes. This like physically, this is like the type of girl I go for. You know what I mean? She looks Habesha. I looked up her Wikipedia. She's actually not Habesha. I guess her mom's from Kenya or something like that. Her dad's from London. But to me, she looks Habesha. She looks like Ethiopian or Eritrean. So, you know, those are my favorite types of girls. She doesn't appear to be a thought. Like, she's pretty much fully clothed by today's standards. So, yeah, would you crack? The answer is really yes. And she looked like a little elf or something. I don't know. She's cute to me, though. I don't know. Anyways, let's go to Heaven Knows. Yeah, I was listening to that Grimes Oblivion album, that Visions album. I'll probably do a reaction to that, too, because, you know, I fucks with Grimes. So anyways, track number 1. PinkPantheress, Heaven Knows, Another Life featuring Rema. Okay, some organs.
Please wake up, babe, now you're scaring me. Your alarm's on, are you sleeping? Because it's been so long, guess you tired.
So to me, PinkPantheress, she captures like the early 2000s, like Y2K era. She captures that like early 2000s, like that '01 to '04. Because, you know, 2000 is basically still the 90s. I mean, you're only 1 year into, she captures that '01, maybe even 2000 to like '02, like era where you would go to Limited 2, the girls would go to Limited 2, get their colorful shirts and, you know, all this type of stuff. That's what she captures for me. So PinkPantheress, obviously, she's not like a singer. I won't call her a singer. Like, I don't think she has a singing voice. I don't think she could hit notes. I've never heard her do it. Maybe she can. She's more of like in that lane of, if you guys remember Kilo Kish, or even Grimes, you know, and I fuck with Grimes, like I say. These aren't like girls who can sing. Like, you wouldn't give them a microphone and have them sing. Maybe she can. I saw that PinkPantheress, I went on her Wikipedia. She won a talent show back in the day when she played the piano and sung "Stand By Me." So maybe she can sing, but I don't think it's a part of her music. Her thing is more stylistic. So because of the lack of vocal ability or what she's doing vocally in terms of singing, she doesn't do it much. So in turn, it's kind of like, I don't want to say overproduced, but it's very, there's an emphasis on a production and the aesthetic of the sound to kind of make up for the lack of belching singing, which I don't like anyways. Like those old school R&B songs where the singer is just and they just screaming and singing. I don't like that type of shit. When they play that shit in Starbucks, I'll be wanting to leave, bro. Like I'm here trying to do some work and you got this large black woman like screaming, singing, like bro, like turn this shit down a little bit. You know, he spat a nonsense verse, sex is my only therapy, etc., etc. But he fits the vibe of the song very well. So that electric guitar, that sound fire. That was a great opening track. Like I said, the feature, it's not for you to listen to lyrics and break it down. It's the vibe. It's the whole song. It's like the vibe. This is a great opener, Another Life. I think that was an electric guitar. I don't know if it was live or if it's just like a MIDI controller making the noise, but making a sound of an electric guitar. But great opener, great produce. Shout out to Greg, Kirsten, and PinkPantheress. They're the producers listed on that song. Let's go straight into track number 2, True Romance.
Say what you want, this is true romance. I know you're older, but I really know.
That's some acoustic guitar, okay.
Sure. Held my ticket since they landed at my door. I've been a fan of you since 2004. You know, you got me.
She was born in 2002. Damn, you wasn't even alive for 9/11. What the fuck?
'Cause baby, I don't care about the fame. Tell me why I don't play about you. Every song is about you, about you. And everybody's shouting out your name.
So one of the things I do when I listen to albums is I always look at the producers and I look at the writers. Because I'll be wanting to compliment. The thing about certain artists, I'll be wanting to compliment the writing, but I don't know who to compliment because I don't know which part they are writing. So I wanted to compliment like the song structure and how good the songwriting is, but I don't know whether to compliment Daniel R. Rossetti, Greg Kirsten, or PinkPantheress. I'm gonna just compliment PinkPantheress. I'm gonna just assume she's writing the bulk of most of her songs. Great songwriting.
I'm in the crowd, can you see my hands? Bring me in tall, help me understand.
And a big part of her style is like the drums. Like her songs, at least the songs I've heard from her, they all have very distinct and somewhat similar drums. Probably distinct BPM on the drums. But like that's like the foundation of what she does, I think, is the drums.
Stranger, stranger, stranger. 'Cause baby, I don't care about the fame. Tell me why I don't play about you. Every song is about you, about you. Everybody's shouting out your name.
Okay, another great song. This is a great opening to this album, in my opinion. Track number 3, Mosquito. Again, Greg Kirsten, PinkPantheress on the production. Let's get it.
On a Monday, can I see you? Can I check my numbers? 'Cause I want to. I know it's annoying how much I do. Spending you the day that I want. The day that I
I'll be like, what part of her accent is the UK? And then what part is like forced for the song? I don't hear UK accents often. So
another day then. Maybe Tuesday.
there are those drums again. You hear what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if for most of these songs, PinkPantheress is using the same drums from the same song, if they're sampled, or if she's just reusing the same drum pattern, but just putting different like effects on it. Like, everything starts from the drums. I wouldn't be surprised if PinkPantheress, if she just has the drums creating the song. She just has her drums, and then she makes her lyrics from the drums, and then afterwards they add everything else in. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case.
Can I spend a fortune? 'Cause I want to. I know it's a pulling. How about this year?
Fine
Spending
tune.
every day that I want. The day that I want. What happened to me? 'Cause I just had a dream I was dead. And I only cared 'cause I was taken from you. You're the only thing that I own.
Very pretty production. You hear the chords coming in. It's like this soft electric, or not electric, acoustic guitar, very softly playing, but against a very hectic drum pattern.
Hear my bell ring, I don't need answer for you.
Answer for you. Tea and crumpets.
Early, I was too young, starting out. Now I'm too scared that you might leave me.
You know what the drums remind me of? It reminds me of the Powerpuff Girls. And PinkPantheress, this might be before your time, the Powerpuff Girls. If you were born in '02, no, my little brother was born in like around that time. He knows the Powerpuff Girls. But anyways, when the Powerpuff Girls, so if you remember the Powerpuff Girls, it used to come on Cartoon Network. This is what PinkPantheress drums sound like in like pretty much half of the songs I've heard from her. Listen to the drums closely.
Have dedicated their lives to fighting crime and the forces of evil.
You hear the drums? Let's go back to those drums.
Using their ultra super powers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives.
That's what her drums sound like to me.
I feel like I'm still a child because I
Am I the only one that hears that? Maybe.
Now you're sitting in a dance 'cause I'm too scared to take you out. Now save me. 'Cause I just had a dream I was dead. And I only cared 'cause I was taken from you. You're the only thing that I own. I hear my bell ring, I don't need answer for you.
Answer for you. Okay, very pretty production on that one. Get the Powerpuff Girls drums. That's just what I'm gonna call it from now on. We'll get right on to track number 4, The Isle. So this is the first time in the album where we got some different producers. Every other song has been PinkPantheress and Greg Kurstin. This song will be Oscar Scheller, Phil, and PinkPantheress on the production.
It's one of those unfortunate things.
Okay, a little funky, okay?
Bad things always happen to me. And you don't wanna keep the door open. You wanted to see me full of emotion. This problem again. Look what I started.
Okay, beat switch.
In your pain. That's how it started. A little bit more of this mystery. I will make you wish that you had never come to me. 'Cause I picture you one day after you impress. And you're walking down the aisle. It's a thing that makes me smile.
Okay, play this on the dance floor. This is like I could see this being a low key hit, like True Romance. I could see that being on the radio. That should probably be a single. But this, The Isle, number 4, I think this could be one of those. In rap, we call it street hit. It could be a street hit. Like it wasn't a Billboard charter, but it was big in certain places. I think this could be one of those songs, one of those low key hits type deal. It's just got mass appeal, you know what I mean? But it doesn't have a mainstream sound. So I don't know if it would chart, but it does have that sound that is like universally liked. I don't think someone would hear this song and say they don't like it.
Leave that behind us. Leave it in California. This sticky situation with you made me start booking all my tables for two. I still refer to you as an option. 'Cause you'll always find your way right back to me. I lay in your pain. That's how it started. A little bit more of this mystery.
Like certain melodies she does, like that da, 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 and then this how it started. Certain melodies that she does, I feel like I've heard them in another song before. So point them out if you have heard these melodies before. Certain things she does, I feel like I've heard it before.
I will make you wish that you had never come to me, 'cause I picture you.
Okay. Again, I'll put a little heart next to that. I'll save that song. Oh, where can I do this on title? Oh, here we go. I like that. Again, it has mass appeal. Not necessarily a mainstream sound, but I can see a lot of people liking that song. Track number 5, Nice to Meet You, featuring Central C. So, of course, we know Central C from the Drake freestyle. Cash Cobain, Count Baldor, PinkPantheress on the beat.
Baby, I'll take a risk if anyone tries to touch my baby. That's my love. I have secrets on yes I know you know too many. I stay at your house where I hope that you.
So, video game music is what I'm getting from this beat. Not that it's bad. I like video game music, but I'm talking about, the Sega Genesis days, like the 8-bit or 16-bit music. That's what I get.
You'll protect me on my
Heavy bass, so I like the bass.
It's so honey, nice to meet you. My love's for
I'm so horny. Nice to meet you. Oh, okay. Let's get straight to it then.
like a waterfall. That's my I don't mind all your dollar signs. Tell them how we met because you tell the best. You're the thing that connects my brain to my chest. It's 'cause
I'm so horny. Nice to meet you.
like a waterfall. Whenever I quite like that. It's the way.
Did she say I quite like that? Yo, this chick is really from London. I quite like that. Tea and crumpets. Bruv. Fum.
I woke up to my shorty crying. I said, no, I'm not being unfaithful, baby. And somehow she caught me lying. And I can't resist it. I mean, I set until proven guilty. My girl not convinced, but I'm not convicted. I feel like a creep when I call restricted. Pissed cause she blocked my digits. Leave it to God, I can't stop what's written. Relationships like it must be nice.
Okay, I follow the story, Central C. UK rappers, I used to think I had something against UK rappers because the accent is just too fucking much. I used to think that. But that's not the case because Little Sims is one of my favorites. I like Dave. Who were those rappers? South Boys or West End Boys? Some rappers that Drake shouted out one time. I fucked with them too for a minute. It's just certain UK rappers, like the accent, it is sometimes. The accent is just too much, but it's not UK rappers in general. Because I really like Little Sims. So I listen to Little Sims just, recreationally, not just to react to her music. I actually listen to her. But sometimes the accent is just way too much for me. And it makes me laugh and I just can't. So track number 6, Bury Me, featuring Kelela. Shout out to Kelela. I haven't listened to a Kelela's album in a long time.
I'm missing my meals, so why can't we just be who we are, baby? Why can't we just be who we are, baby? I almost fell in love, but I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you.
And it's not clear, like all these songs are about a significant other, but it's not clear whether she's talking about a woman or a man. Personally, I do get lesbian vibes, or bi. You're bi.
I was giving up, but I couldn't tell you. Won't you bury me? Can't you bury me? I never wanna come unless you're comfortable.
Kelela.
Know me when I get there. Where do I go? Half an hour past and you already know. If I wasn't that bitch, then I'd be on the floor.
So this is the difference between PinkPantheress and someone who's actually a vocalist. No shot at PinkPantheress. This is the difference.
Following up, I'm always thinking ahead. I never said what we were. But I couldn't tell.
PinkPantheress is more like vocally. Her style is cute voice. Cute voice. That's her style. And again, that was kind of Kilo Kish's thing. Even Jhené Aiko. Like Jhené Aiko has never been like I've never heard her hit a note ever, and I've seen her live multiple times. Like she doesn't do it. I don't know if she can. PinkPantheress, Kelela can sing. PinkPantheress, vocally, well, songwriting, we know her songwriting is on point. Like, regardless of whether she can sing or not, her songwriting works. But her vocally, her style is just, I have a cute voice. And I'm going to use the same cute voice on every single song. No shot. I'm just pointing out the obvious. It's like, I've never heard her speak regularly, so I don't know if she actually has a cute voice. But her style is, I'm going to make a cute voice. Look, I can make a cute voice. I'm going to use it on songs. Every song. How sustainable is this? Track number 7. I think we've got the gist of that song. It's an interlude. Internet Baby. London on the track. Wow, we got London on the track. Vitals, PinkPantheress on the beat. We got London on the track.
You're a needy guy, but I guess I kind of like that. He came on too strong, but I guess I kind of like that.
Okay, she a little toxic herself. He came off too strong, but she liked that. She liked them clingers. So the last song, I said it's not clear whether PinkPantheress is singing about a man or a woman. I mean, it's pretty much clarified here, at least for this song.
I got this rhythm for you. It goes a little something like why you offered a brand new tattoo. You wanna put your name on me, here's why. My SDs, USBs, you want all of those. And now you want to borrow my clothes. I hope you know you're not me, you can let it go. To me, you're just somebody you know. You're right.
So I think PinkPantheress is right in that. I think that's her pen right there. There's like a lot of different writers on these songs. You can't always go based off writer and say, okay, they wrote this song, because like the producers will often be listed as writers. Like here, track number 6, Binks is a producer. Binks is a writer. Phil's a writer. He's also a producer. But this, I think this is for sure PinkPantheress' pen.
Needy guy, but I guess I kind of like that. He came on too strong, but I guess I kind of like that. He came
This
on
wavy though,
too
I like
strong,
this.
but I guess I kind of like that. I am not your internet baby. I am not your internet baby. I am not.
I would have liked if she brought that chorus back one more time to end the song. I feel like the album could have even been called Internet Baby. I don't know what that means, Internet Baby. I'm not your internet baby. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good, and I think that could have been the name of the album. So yeah, I like that song. I put a little heart next to it. That's one of my favorites so far. Track number 8. How much do we have left? Okay, we're fast approaching the end, but we still got a good chunk of songs. Track number 8, Ophelia, produced by Danny Harl, Muramasa, and PinkPantheress. Oh, that sounds like Brandy and Monica, The Boy Is Mine. Okay, some chords coming in.
What did I do to deserve you? Kidding me this way, I can't lose my life like this. I stop fighting. If I die, please let them find me. 'Cause my life.
Okay, so just based on the sound of this song, I could hear this song be in like a film, a feature film, you know, something like maybe like a romance movie. You know, this song gets played in between scenes or something, you know. I get those type of vibes from this.
Things aren't working. Liquid filter inside of them stops me talking. You can see me underwater as I descend. I see my life flash again. I can't believe the fear in me when I had knocked on your door now.
I mean, I probably should have pulled up the lyrics, right? Because I'm not catching everything she's saying, but I mean, it's not that hard.
I wish I stayed at home in bed, 'cause then I might have survived. You're not worried, and no one else had this effect on me.
Here go the Powerpuff Girls drums again.
Now I'm here, but your neighbors won't hear me screaming until they find me here. So tell me, what did I do to deserve you?
Yeah.
Kidding me this way, I can't lose my life like this. I stop fighting. If I die, please.
Yeah, PinkPantheress, yo, make sure your team shops this specific song to like any movie having to do with like romance or like teen romance or like teen angst. Like this song, specifically the chorus part, it belongs, you know, in a feature film. Okay, so that's like more of a somber song. Like she said something like he checked again just to make sure I was dead or something like that. Again, like I said, I probably should have put up the lyrics because I'm not like getting the full story behind all of these songs, but whatever. Usually with rap songs, I can catch the lyrics better, but for like rock or any other type of music I react to, it's just easier for me to pull up the lyrics because I get so lost in the actual instruments and in the production. Track number 9. Wait, let me see. There we go. Track number 9, Feel Complete. Muramasa, PinkPantheress on the beat. Let's get it. So here we have writers that are not producers, Oxlade and Oziticus. So I would assume they actually wrote on this song.
Oh no, baby, oh no. You never took the time to phone home. You never took a vow to no go. I'm loving you a little like slow-mo. Baby, oh no, baby, oh wait. Even when you want to sleep late. Even when your eyes can't see straight. I need to find another one. Another one. I'm not going to bed.
So the drums are a lot more intentional.
Because you want me
Yeah, a lot more hard hitting, a lot more intentional.
to. Tell me why you were
Maybe not intentional. All the drums are intentional, but prevalent, I'll say. A lot going on in the production.
I guess I never
Since-
knew you very well. Don't say that I'm getting you wrong. When it came to that,
I think now would be a good time for another feature. We haven't had a feature like in a while. It seems like she put a feature on the first track. I was gonna say it seems like she bunched the features all like next to each other, which is track 5 and 6, but she started off the album with a feature. I think right here, specifically this specific verse will be a good time for a feature.
so you'll get what you want. I wish that it would end when it's not being fun. He's not feeling well, that's what I tell everyone.
The thing is with artists who have like only one style vocally, and I said this about Boldy James for my hip hoppers out there, they have to place one, the production has to be great. If you only have one style and vocally can really only do one thing, your production has to be great, which the production on this album, this PinkPantheress album, is great. It's excellent. There's 3 things. Your production has to be great. 2, your album cannot be too long. You can't pull off 45, 50 hour long album because like you only got so many tricks that you can do, right? Before people just get tired of listening to the same type shit. So this album's not very long. 34, 35 minutes, perfect. And 3, you have to place your features very strategically, right? Because you don't want to have the album inundated with features, but you also don't want listeners to get tired of, like, you don't want to expose that you're doing the same trick over and over, right? So you place features in certain parts to kind of give listeners a break. So when you come back doing your same trick, it still feels kind of fresh, if that makes sense. So I think PinkPantheress is doing 2 out of those 3. It's a short album. It's not too long. The production is excellent. And the features seem to be strategically placed, but not towards the end. This second half of the album, the features are not like there at all. So I'm interested to hear maybe she's going to show us a new trick. I don't know.
Imagine feeling that every day. You're buying off a bottle, drink it all anyway.
Violin.
I guess I never knew you very well. I guess I never knew you very well. I guess I never knew you very well.
Another acoustic guitar. A lot going on at the end of this song. A lot of instruments. I heard a violin. I heard an acoustic guitar. I wonder how much of these instruments PinkPantheress is playing, because her Wikipedia page says, she played a talent show. She played an instrument. So I wonder how much of this she's actually playing. I mean, that's just gorgeous. That's just gorgeous. That's gorgeous. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, the production on this album, they can just release an instrumentals only. PinkPantheress does add something to this album. I don't want to make it seem like she's just the B side and the production is the A. She does add something. The songwriting is just fine. Like, I have no issue with the songwriting, but bro, the production is just, especially on that song, and you can hear it at the end once they took the vocals out. Gorgeous production. Track number 10, Blue. Well, that's my favorite color. How about you, PinkPantheress? Oh, it's your favorite color too? Okay. Come sit on my lap then. Facts. Hold on. Facts! And this song, Sam Gelatry is on the beat. So Sam Gelatry, he was one of my favorite producers that came out of that Soulection wave. So shout out to Sam Gelatry. Really like his music.
I base my life on looks that I saw you give. Now, if you change your mind, I'll buy the same everything. And it aches and it pains how I fear of missing out. I belong in your company. Why'd you have those doubts? No. How many times I ain't not hanging with you? I ain't not hanging.
Okay, you can put this on the dance floor. Okay, so I'll save my thoughts until after the song. I'll let this ride.
The same old you, the same old me. Stop your everything I can't be. Except I get wondering eyes. It looks much better in the side of your speed. I'll always change because you want me to. The same old you, the same old me. Stop your everything I can't be.
Wait, she say same old Jew? Jew? No, she said you. She said you.
Why you didn't mind? Why you didn't mind? Have you hung you with ya? I'm not hanging with ya.
Sam Gelatry, go off, Sam.
Don't talk to you anymore, speak to you anymore, hang with you anymore. I can't talk to you anymore, speak to you anymore, hang with you anymore.
I'll bring the beat back. Oh, you gotta let that beat drop. Let that beat drop, bro. Oh, they didn't let the beat drop. I would have let the beat drop again. I would have did that whole little can't talk to you anymore, speak to you anymore. I would have did that part, then I would let that beat drop one more time to end the track. But what I was gonna say is, I do appreciate the dance floor type beat or type song overall. There was another song like this on the album. I can't remember which song it was where I said I could hear this on the dance floor or something. But although PinkPantheress, she doesn't really have much variety with her vocals, but she does give us different types of songs. She gives you like the more sit back or introspective types. I do like that she has these more dancey, upbeat type songs because it gives her variety. I mean, her producers, unless she's making like a big portion of these beats by herself, her producers are doing her a huge favor. Like they're making so much more out of what her talent. She has talent, but they're adding so much more to it. You know what I mean? So anyway, track number 11, if that makes sense. It's still very early in the morning for me right now. So track number 11, Feelings.
Breath comes out of me, it's my philosophy. The day, hearing it keeps me saying,
Good melody.
'cause you never told me to worry.
She sounds extra squeaky on this song. I like it though. I like the melody. I like the structure of how that first verse came in.
It's the one thing I fear.
So I really like this, actually. I really like this. I like that she's keeping that same melodic structure that she started with. She's following it. It seems like she's going to follow that same structure throughout the entire song on each verse. I like it. It's very memorable. It's catchy, and the beat kind of has like a more hard type feel. Whereas a lot of her beats are very playful, feminine. This one is more like, hey, yeah. They could actually do a club remix. Yeah, I'm giving y'all free sauce, like real A&R type shit. Y'all, they could actually do a club remix. Get like a DJ or someone to do like a club edit of this song, because the drums and the beat is already there for it. She's not saying too much on the song, like she's kind of just repeating herself. So this would make a perfect like club edit, and then shop this to the clubs. Like this will go up. Facts. Hold on. This will go up. Where are my academic facts? It will go up. I feel like I've heard these drums on like a Justin Timberlake song before or something. Hey, see, they killing my vibe. Don't kill my vibe, though. Oh, yeah, that was fire. That was fire. Okay, so I'm not sure if Boy's a Liar is the outro or if it's a bonus song. Maybe Capable of Love is the outro and Boy's a Liar is the bonus, because Boy's a Liar doesn't really fit on this album from what I've been hearing. Anyways, we'll do both songs. Track number 12, Capable of Love.
And I haven't slept before a week. You are somebody that I want to keep, but you said it's not deep until the answer I read.
So I wonder what made her go with this sound. These sounds are very deep. This is a very deep sound. Like when I hear like some of these beats, I think ocean. Like ocean. Like you're just out in the ocean. Not the beach, not a lake, the ocean. Like where you can't see anything, 360, deep, no end. Like that's for some reason I get like, I think ocean when I hear these beats. And I've really only heard PinkPantheress on these really cute, girly type beats, type production. So I wonder what made her choose this more deep sound throughout this album. That's why I say Boy's a Liar doesn't fit on this album. Boy's a Liar is one of those cute type beats I'm talking about, and it doesn't fit with everything else on here. So I wonder what made PinkPantheress choose these deeper beats.
The one that we'll put behind us now that we're more than friends. I always wondered if we passed on the street, and I still never asked you yet to meet. But there's no other place I'd want to be than sat here replying to someone on Skype.
Again, she understands structure. Da, 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 da. Like a lot of women can sing. I don't say a lot, but the R&B singers who can sing, they don't understand that part though. Like the melodic structure and like the songwriting aspect. Like, and that's why like a lot of R&B just be weak. PinkPantheress understands that part.
That one day it breaks up, 'cause after that I know I'll never be as capable of love after you. After you.
And just like pause to hear all the instruments that are going on right here. How much did this fucking album cost, bro? How much did it cost, man?
Wasted away, I feel psycho. I got a confession, I'm
Psycho.
never giving up. I just need to know if you're capable of love. And I think I need a picture, 'cause it's never enough. 'Cause after that I know I'll never be as capable of love after you.
Okay, Birds. I think this is the real outro. Yeah, I think that's the real outro. Boy's a Liar, I don't even know if I should listen to this in the midst of this album like this, because this song is really only here for the streams, to put the overall streams of the album up. And because it's like her most popular song, Boy's a Liar, this song put both PinkPantheress and Ice Spice on. This is like the song that catapulted them both. I mean, Ice Spice already she was having her wave, but then this song catapulted them both to like charting, which I don't think any of them had done before. So I'm actually not going to do Boy's a Liar. We've all already heard the song. If you came to this video only for Boy's a Liar, like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do this song. We've heard this song a million times. I like the song, But this song is very obviously just tacked onto the album. It doesn't sound like any other song on the album. So, anyways, that was Heaven Knows by PinkPantheress. Yeah, very. I've heard PinkPantheress's music before. I knew what her style was. Like, her style is, okay, look, I can make a cute voice. And I can make music using this cute voice. Watch me make music using this cute voice. And then it's backed by like a cute beat. You know what I mean? Like how I mentioned the Powerpuff Girls vibe that I get from some of the drum patterns. I'm surprised, though, although I knew PinkPantheress made quality music, I'm surprised that her and her team were able to get so much and do so much with this album just with that style of the cute voice style. Now, I'm not trying to downplay what PinkPantheress does because I think her songwriting is good. I think she understands melody more than a lot of people more than a lot of singers or artists in the R&B lane. I'm not sure what genre you would put this in. Like, I don't really care to put it in a genre, but I think in certain genres she understands the songwriting aspect and the melody aspect more than a lot of her contemporaries. I'll say contemporaries. And I think she kind of has to because vocally she, at this point in her career, seems to be only capable of doing one thing, and that's cute voice. But then her stats, like if she was a 2K player, like her vocal stats, like she's about like a 40 out of 99. But the melodies and the songwriting, she's like a 80 out of 90 out of 99. Like she's up in those, so she compensates, right? And again, I'm not really sure how much of this album she's writing. Like she has writers. Me personally, I think she's the primary writer. I don't think like she has a whole bunch of writers writing her songs on this album because it sounds personal. It sounds like what I've heard from her before when she was more of an independent artist before she was signed to Warner UK. Like it matches, like it connects. So I'm not of the belief that PinkPantheress has a bunch of people writing. I'm of the belief that she's a primary writer. So with that being said, I have to give her credit for her songwriting, for her melodies. She understands like the complex musical things that so many artists don't understand about songwriting, melody. Yes, you can rap. Yes, you can sing, but you don't have this other portion, and she has that portion, and it works for her. Now, PinkPantheress is also mentioned as a producer on every single song. Like she's noted as a producer. I'm not sure what that's about. Her Wikipedia says that she used to play instruments. Let's go to her wiki. Her Wikipedia says she used to play instruments. She took piano lessons as a child. She was a lead singer in a rock band. They used to cover Paramore, My Chemical Romance, Green Day, etc. So I'm not sure how much of these instruments she's playing. She's listed as a producer throughout most of this album, throughout all of this album. If I had to guess, right? And again, who am I? I'm not musically trained. I took piano lessons, but I'm not like a savant on the piano. If I had to guess though, I would think PinkPantheress, her contribution to the production is she is finding the drum tracks that she wants. Like that's what I think she has in common throughout this album. I think she's finding a lot of these drum tracks. And then the other producers like Cash Cobain, Binks, who was Greg Kirsten, they are building around that. And then adding like these violins and these acoustic guitars and then these chords, like that's something I said during this reaction. How much did this album cost? Because I hear a lot of live instruments. Some of these songs are cinematic almost. And for an artist, I know PinkPantheress, she has a lot of juice coming off Boy's a Liar with Ice Spice. but she doesn't have a mainstream sound. Obviously, mainstream sound that changes throughout time. Like this album could go nuts, and now everyone wants to sound like her. Now her sound is the mainstream sound, but she's like no song on here, and that's something else I appreciate about PinkPantheress. No song feels forced. The only song on this album that feels forced is "Boy's a Liar," and that's because hold on, my AirPods, my fault. The only song on here that sounds forced is "Boy's a Liar," and obviously it's just thrown onto the album. I would assume PinkPantheress had a hand in the sequencing of this album, like where the ordering of the tracks is what I mean. And she didn't want to break up what she had already accomplished through tracks 1 through 12. Like she knew she had a idea of where she wanted certain songs to go. And she knew she had to include "Boy's a Liar" because of how big it is and how much it's going to contribute to her overall sales. But she didn't want to mix it up in between other songs and break up like this continuity she had with all their other songs on tracks 1 through 12. So she just took "Boy's a Liar" and just throw it at the end. That's what it seems like. But the other songs are not forced. I appreciate that she made this album without, I mentioned earlier, like when I was looking at her and I was like, oh, would you crack? I was making that jokes. But I appreciate that she made this album without being super explicit sexually. Like she had a couple sexually explicit bars, but I appreciate that that's not her style because we already have too much of that. And this is part of the reason why she stands out. Like she's not here with her ass out. I don't even know if PinkPantheress has ass. I don't know. Like I don't know. But she's not here with her ass, titties out, like all this type shit. She's not being super explicit. Like she's really, and this kind of goes into what I was saying musically. Like she's not reaching. She's just doing her style and take it or leave it. So you're not going to hear many albums that sound like this. So yeah, man. Did I say everything I wanted to say about this? Let me see my notes. So yeah, the thing mostly that I want to point out is how we have this change from PinkPantheress on these cutesy, super feminine, quirky type beats to a more cinematic, like deep. Like if I had to describe just the sound, like if I just sat back and just thought of one thing when I think about this album, I think about the ocean. Very deep, dense, depth, all those D words. That's what I think. So she went from very cutesy, girly, like Limited to Claire's type beats to very quickly deep sounding production. And I wonder what made her do that. But anyways, I've said far too much here. I don't like rating albums on the first listen, but if I had to rate this album, I got to give this album a cool 4 to 4.5 stars. This is a great album. It's really in a lane of its own, and it doesn't sound like she is trying to sound like anyone but herself, and she's evolved on a style that she was already doing. She's already doing this type of style, but then she evolved it. So I have to give her a props there. Shout out to PinkPantheress. This video is going to be very heavily edited. You know, usually I post my full reactions, the full song, but this is going to be like, YouTube is on me so hard with this copyright shit. Like everyone else can post their reactions, but when I post my reaction, I get copyright takedown. So this is going to be very heavily edited. But yeah, enjoy. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. This is Top 5 rapwebsite.com. Peace.